I have never been more disappointed in a workout than I have been with Gorilla Mode. Let's talk about it. Listen, I've been wanting to try this pre-workout for years, and I wanted to like it so bad. And, you know, I've been taking it for a month because maybe I was like, you know what, maybe I just got to give it some time. But honestly, I just do not like it. I don't know what it is about it, but it just does not work for me. It doesn't hit. So we're going to break this down. 3 little categories. We got flavor, we got pump, we got focus. Those are like the 3 categories I want to break a pre-workout in. I think I did that in my other videos too. So we're going to start out with flavor. I think flavor is probably the least most important thing when it comes to a pre-workout, because at the end of the day, if it works, it doesn't really matter how it tastes. So with Gorilla Mode, I would give flavor a 2 out of 10. This was the Bombsicle flavor. And when you think of that, you think of something that, you know, tastes great. This kind of tastes like, hear me out, you took a Bombsicle, you dropped it in a dumpster, you gave it 2 weeks, you go back to that dumpster, you drain the juice out, and you drank it. I know that sounds a little exaggerated, but I swear to God, this tastes awful. And again, doesn't matter if it works, but for it to suck and taste like that's a little much for me. So I would honestly give the flavor 2 out of 10, just repeating myself. Next, we got the pump. I think the pump's okay. As we could see, hope videos played. I also gave a pause for dramatic effect. But anyway, the pump, there is L-citrulline, 4,500 milligrams. What's that, 4.5 grams? That's okay. That's not bad. I think for a pre-workout, that's pretty okay. I'll put the little nutrition label right here so you can look at it yourself. I don't really want to get too deep into the label because you can look at it yourself and make your own judgments based off of the label. I'm just going to tell you my personal experience because maybe, you know, you don't want to waste money, or, you know, you just don't know about the label. You just want to know how it makes people feel. So that's why we're doing this, and that's why I'm not really focusing on the label as much, because at the end of the day, how you experience it is kind of more important. So when it comes to pump, I think it's okay. It wasn't anything too much where I was like, wow, like I can't lift my arms after doing 1 pull-up or whatever, but it was okay. I would give it a 6 out of 10. I think that's a fair score. It's above average, but it's not anything blowing anything else out the water. And then we have, what was the last one? So the last one we have is focus, point number 3. I think at the end of the day, this is the most important part of a pre-workout, at least for me personally. And I would give the focus 3.5 to a 4 out of 10. Why am I giving it that? Because I think I've had energy drinks that were a little bit better. And that's kind of, you know, that's kind of not great for a pre-workout. Especially when you're spending, I think it was $50 on it. I think there's a ton of other ones that you're going to get your money's worth. I don't think you get your money's worth with Gorilla Mode. But when it comes to the focus, I probably get, I don't know, 20 minutes of really feeling it, and then it just dies down, and I think I almost get tired at the end of it. And that's just a personal experience for that. You can look at the label, you can take it, you can be like, I love Gorilla Mode. But, you know, I know for me personally, I've had other pre-workouts that have worked better at this same price point. Because $50 for a pre-workout, I think personally, I'm expecting something up here where I like Pre-Caged more, I like Vice Godzilla more. I've had some other ones at a cheaper price point that I like at that price point better than what this is at, you know, the high price point. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, I just don't think this is a great pre-workout. I don't think it's something that I would buy again, and I would actually steer people into other directions in the future. But yeah, I would give this overall, I don't want to give it a 0 because it's not bad. It's pretty bad, but I just think a 0 is very harsh. I think a 0 means I drink it and fall asleep. I think melatonin would probably be a 0 on a pre-workout scale. I would give this, I don't know, I think a 3. I think it's better than nothing, but I think black coffee and this is probably on a similar scale. Maybe black coffee is like a 2. This would be a 3. Plus the price point as well. That's what I'm factoring in here. So all in all, I would give this a 3. I think there's a lot of other things I would rather have. I gave you some options. Let me know if you want me to try anything else below. And, you know, let me know your experience with it. See you in the next one. Subscribe, like, comment. Adios.